Hello, I am Mr. Roll for Insight, and it seems that oh, cool, I have this now. I am now a beholder. Respect the beholder. Anyway, hello, and welcome back to Roll for Insight D&D. And today we are going to be talking about previous experiences that I have had in D&D, as one of my comments has said. So make sure, if you see this, drop a comment down below and I might just feature it. Anyway, on with the video. So, my first experience that I've had in D&D is actually one of the first I ever had DMing. It was quite early, and it is one of the ideas that sparked me to be a DM in the first place. The idea of the campaign was to elevate the player's sense of self. Some players in D&D think they are the main characters in the world, and a lot of the time in D&D, it's alright. If that's what the players want, that can be the best experience at the table. You as a DM can allow that. But this one puts it into perspective that they are not the only people in the world. And they've appeared as ghosts in the Willow Vale Estate Mansion. And I worked with my players to do some more fun ways of death, as it is more of a dark noir campaign. So one had 13 knives in her back. There was one with a great sword in his chest, and that was so hard to DM. Anyway, so we had features where her knives would fly out of her back, as if the power of her death gave her telekinetic powers in the first place. Why did I do that? Anyway, and the one with the great sword, I just said, you can't have a weapon, you can only use the greatsword. It's a +1 greatsword. The thing is, you take 1 damage every time you take it out and 1 damage every time you put it in. And you don't have a holster for it. So it's kind of a plinky-plonky way of buffing him, basically. But, like, doing the trade-off, that is. Balancing, that is. Simply D&D. Anyway, the next experience is a Christmas special that I did. It was an improv, but I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but it was one of the best improvs I've ever done. So they were fighting Krampus in his lair. That was the final boss of the campaign, the BBEG, as they say. But they got through it surprisingly quickly with quite a good set of rolls, lucky fireball, etc. So then I had to do some improv. And then I was just like, what to do. So I thought, why not introduce Mariah Carey? I think of it now very funnily, but my brain just happened to think, why not do Mariah Carey? So they ended up fighting Mariah Carey as a green hag. They won, and they got a massive buzz out of it. It just worked so well. And on the topic of success, there is a instance that occurred as 1 in 8,000. As I was actually playing this time, this is a small section I'm going to do where I am a player, because I think that every D&D player or DM, like, if they enjoy it, that is, should get their fair share of each thing. So I was playing Frozen Sick. It's a Critical Role campaign. And, we were fighting the BBG Feral Cell. And, the one I was talking about that had a great sword in his chest was, guess what, another fighter. Barbarian, in fact. He's like that. We all know a player at the table like that. Anyway. He rolled to hit on his first attack with his great axe. That was a 20. Then he rolled to hit on the next round with the second attack. 20. Then he rolled to hit on the third attack. My lord, it's a 20. And that is 1 in 8,000. As the way you roll with D20s and the way you roll with any odds is 20 times 20, 400, 400 times 20, 8,000. And speaking of odds, this was when I was playing Call of Cthulhu. And it's actually literally last session, indeed. I have got a visitor from my cat. Very good. So infuriating when he's filming videos. Anyway. I'm saying anyway a lot, aren't I? Why not? So, it was last session that I played, and with Call of Cthulhu we use D100s. I got a physical one for Christmas, so I just continuously rolled the giant one that took, like, ages to roll. It's so exciting! I rolled a 56 on an occult check, which I won because my occult was 60. That's how it works. If you roll under your score, you succeed. And I rolled again for, I believe it was a jump check, also a 56. 100 times 100 is 10,000. Take that, barbarian. Anyway. I say anyway too much, don't I? I will try and improve with my scripting. I would say anyway, but so, my fourth, can't remember, and final experience of the video is when we were playing a campaign, most of you will have heard of it, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. It's set in Kryn, and I was playing a very low intelligence character for once. I'm usually like a wizard or a sorcerer, but for some reason I thought I should play a fighter. That he's a dwarf, he has a long beard, I'm going for the very, like, alcoholic and dumb. Anyway. Oh, it's so infuriating. Why did I say anyway so much? So, there was this machine in this floating island, and we had to try and figure out what it did. None of us could figure it out, so I gave it a incy-wincy kick. It worked. No, it didn't. I kind of killed, like, half the party. So that is the best moments from all of my D&D games. And with that, happy rolling!